Good evening, everyone. This is your correspondent, Alan Taylor here. Yes, and we are here again, yet again, with another episode of this Bottom Line News. Now check this out. I got a good one here from Coach Greg Adams. CGA, everybody knows him. Let's just keep it real. So at the end of the day, CGA is talking about Lilith's mirror and how it ties into today's era of women and basically using their phones, which is basically a mirror. So now let's get into it. Let's see what he got to say. Mad love to the coach. Let's check this out.
Let's read from this. Lilith's mirror. All right, I did an entire show on this. Jewish folklore. Sorry, Hebrew Israelites. We're going to go with that. All right. Jewish folklore, the myth of Lilith. And I'm going to read this to you, but I want you to imagine this right here. We're going to put Sierra up. All right. And I'm going to read from this passage right here. Again, as a reminder, I did an entire show on this. And shout out to the Angry Man Valdez. Go subscribe to his channel. He once talked about this years ago. And I remembered it. It stuck with me, but I was like, that's it. The myth of Lilith. According to Jewish folklore, Lilith was the first wife of Adam. This is going to start making sense to you people if you missed the first time I delivered this scripture.
Right there.
Well, not scripture, but you know what I mean. Lilith was the first wife of Adam. She was banished from the Garden of Eden when she refused to make herself.
See, everybody think Adam's first wife was Eve. No, only individuals that are enlightened will automatically know that that's not the truth. And let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? If you've been in any church, well, let's say I'll put it like this. Okay, cause see, I'm a millennial. So I still remember a time before time. I don't know what they quite are teaching in churches nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And especially as being a preacher's kid. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't attend church like that no more. Yeah, they not talking about anything that, anyway. But yeah, though. Nah. Time before time, you know what I'm saying? People actually preach a lot of things out of the book, and they actually taught the book. So you know what I'm saying, like, I just know different. Yeah, it just is what it is. Lilith was Adam's first wife, period. There's no disputing me on that. I know the truth.
Subservient to Adam. Specifically, she refused to get in the missionary position with him during intercourse. When she was cast out, she was made into a demon figure. And Adam was given a second wife who goes by Eve, who was fashioned from his rib to ensure her obedience to her man. The following is an excerpt.
That's why, when I talk amongst my friends, partners, shit like that, but at this point, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, though, too, there's always been two different types of women that have walked this planet. Let's just keep it real. This is the deal. But women, of course, have always been able to influence each other. Lilith can influence the rest of the women. There's always been two different types of women that walk this planet. There's been the women that you play with and the women that you take home for wives. Anybody older than 40 know the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you late 40 or well early 40s and up, oh, you already know the truth. You know what I'm saying? You just playing into the games that the society then put into play. Real talk. It's the millennials, the early millennials, the late 70s, early 80s babies. We still know the truth. We still know the truth, but we the last to really know. Let's just keep it 100.
From a Jewish folklore, forgive me, Christians, that describes some of the evil attributes of Lilith. Now, Lilith is a name that is adopted by feminists. Feminists embrace Lilith.
All right.
Okay, because of her lack of subservience and lack of obedience to Adam the man. And a lot of women don't know that, so they can continue to adopt Lilith as a certain a rebellious spirit, if you will, All right, but they don't really know the story here. Okay, let me tell you the story. And if anybody you meet adopts the spirit of Lilith, you know that she's of evil. She's not of the spirit of good.
Boom.
Quote,
Come
the
on now.
wife brought the mirror and all the fine furnishings into a cellar to her own home and proudly displayed.
It's about to be brought on home. What we talking about as far as the mirror. Keep in mind what the mirror means. The mirror. The mirror, this the image that is reflected upon yourself. The mirror is a dangerous tool. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? In ancient times. Listen, in serious ancient times, nobody had mirrors. It did not work that way. We humankind only started developing mirrors within the like 1800s or something like that. There were no serious mirrors in ancient times. And if there were, only the most uh top of the line people had that type of situation concealed. But you know, the invention of mirrors are very new thing, almost pretty much.
Bladed. The mirror. Okay, the mirror is the most important element here. The wife brought the mirror and all of the fine furnishings into a cellar to her own home and proudly displayed it. She hung the mirror in the room of her daughter, who was a dark-haired coquette. Now, let me give you the definition of what coquette is. Could be coquette, coquette. A coquette, who her daughter was described as, is a woman's whose endeavors without sincere, a woman who endeavors without sincere affection to gain the attention and admiration of men. That
So doesn't that sound pretty much like what we dealing with today? Let's just keep it real. No affection, but still trying to gain the attention. No affection, but wants to gain the attention. Pay attention.
that is the definition of coquette. This stuff that we've been going through with men and women understanding them, it comes from a lack of understanding. Men and women have already been going through this for years. And the mirror is what she used. A coquette is a woman who endeavors without sincere affection to gain the attention and admiration of men. Do women do this today? Yes, women who date, and they don't have sincere affection for the man. She uses him for attention or money or dating, right?
Boom.
And so it says without sincere affection. She has no affection for the man. A woman goes to nightclubs just to get drinks out of guys. That is a coquette. She is out there getting attention and admiration with no sincere affection. This is what happens in the dating. Okay.
That's where nowadays you really gotta watch what you do. You gotta watch your moves. You know, that's if you as a man care about yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's if you just care about yourself. I'm not saying that, you know, listen, ain't nobody perfect. You gonna make mistakes. You supposed to. Period. Throughout life. I don't give a damn how old you get. You know what I'm saying? People make mistakes, but it's the type of mistakes that you make that makes the difference in your life to where you can keep moving forward or you get a setback. It's the type of mistakes that you make. So you know what I'm saying? It's not that you made a mistake, it's the type of mistake that you make. So, you know, it's just you gotta start opening your mind, paying attention, and yeah, gotta start opening your mind out there. Gotta start opening your mind, man. For real though, bros. Y'all gotta start opening y'all mind.
You guys can see this. It says right here, she hung the mirror in the room of the daughter who was a dark-haired coquette or coquette. The daughter glanced at herself in the mirror all the time. The daughter glanced at herself in the mirror all the time. Let's go ahead and
Okay, so what does that really boil down to? So when you cats sitting out there, y'all got y'all Instagram pages, and you know you're looking and you're strolling and this and that, you know what I'm saying, and she in that mirror, which basically shows her reflection to her, but at the end of the day, she's sending it out to you to look at to get the gratification from. So you know you got to start. Listen, I understand that men are not going to stop looking at women, real talk. But at the end of the day, let's just be honest, low key. You either got to stop following or definitely stop hitting that like button. I'm just keeping it real, and that's that's just real good news. That's just real good news.
Show you that. What do we see today? We see women glancing at themselves in the phone, the dark mirror, all the time.
All the time. All the time now. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm at work and I'm doing the real deed. And yes, women be on them phones the time.
Women record themselves all the time. They cannot stop recording themselves. They
Can't
cannot
stop
stop
recording it.
posting themselves doing absolutely nothing. Women walking across the street, they're doing nothing, but they know there's somebody that's going to give them attention and admiration.
You're gonna hit that like button.
If you as a man should so much
Make sure you hit
stand
that
in
like
front of the
button.
mirror and
Real
preen
talk.
yourself, foul. He stands in the mirror, he's arrogant and whatnot. Foul. If she does it, fair. Okay, this is understanding. This has nothing to do with hate. Here it is right here. The girl glanced at herself in the mirror all the time, and in this way, she was drawn into Lilith's web. For that mirror had hung in the den of demons, and a daughter of Lilith had made her home there. That's called Instagram. That's called TikTok. I'll read it again. For that mirror had hung in the den of demons, simps, men who are ready to heap admiration, men who can't control their sexual urges, men who can't control how much attention they give to women on social media.
Hey, you gotta stop. Plain and simple, you gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? People want this situation to be corrected, or even do we? That's another question I want to ask. Do we want this situation to get corrected amongst men and women, especially in the more Western modern cultures? Do we want this situation to get corrected? Do we want to actually get along? I'm just asking a question. I mean, I'm being serious with asking the question. This is the bottom line news. So let's get down to the bottom line. I'm just asking a serious question. Do we really want to get this situation cured to any type of degree? Do we really want to do this? Is this something that we both collectively want to do as men and women? You know, do we really want to get back to something that's actually good for society and makes us work together and try to achieve goals together and stuff like that? Or do we want to continue to keep battling each other as men and women? While the outside looks at us like really suckers. We have a bigger issue to worry about than anything else, but you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother topic. Let's keep going. That mirror had hung in the den of demons, and a daughter of Lilith had made her home there. Your daughter closing her door in her room, recording herself for all men to see. It says, never let that happen. Men, women, no. First of all, this how this goes when you raising children. Your child can't close not now door in your house. All this, you trying to be your child friend and all this other crap. No child closes no door in my house. Oh, that's you can't well, what if this and listen, we talking about logical decisions here. Yes, if of course my child is a young adult. If she's changing or something like that into different clothes or something, yes, of course. Let's just keep this real. You people out there, y'all done lost y'all mind, so certain things got to be explained. You know what I'm saying? He or she, it doesn't matter. If they're changing clothes, then yes, as a young adult, that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain line of respect that you do supposed to show as a parent at the same time too, while they're living on your roof as a young adult. But at the same time too, other than that, there's no closed doors in my house. Says for that mirror, I'm sorry, right here. And when the mirror was taken from the haunted house, the demons came with it. Damn.
When a woman carries her phone,
Pay attention.
the den of demons comes with it.
Pay attention.
When she's walking down the street, and so much as you give her a little bit of attention, you're a pervert. In her phone she carries with her, she has many admirers, many admirers. That is the den of demons she carries with her.
Small
When that
soldiers.
mirror moves, her den of demons moves with it. Okay? That goes for...
We're talking about ancient knowledge here. You know what I'm saying? This is where this is going. Ancient knowledge. Listen, I'm gonna tell you people something, especially as a PC kid. You can't sit there and deny all this ancient knowledge that we've gotten from thousands of years of other human beings living, which are technically our ancestors, because we would not be alive today if those people didn't stay alive. Let's just keep this honest. Point blank, now that we're here and we're structuring this and we're trying to make these moves and all that and this and that, and we think that we're making such a big difference, and now we're trying to reinvent the wheel. We look stupid. We look completely stupid, people. For real though. That's just the bottom line though. That's just the bottom line. Bottom line. We do look stupid. With all this technology, we look stupid as hell. It's crazy, y'all.
seeking. That goes for OnlyFans. That goes to Instagram and TikTok. This has already been... what we go through today has already been written about. Listen.
Already.
And when the mirror was taken from the haunted house, the demoness came with it. It says, for every mirror is a gateway to the other world and leads directly to Lilith's cave. That is the cave Lilith went to when she abandoned Adam in the Garden of Eden for all time. The cave where she sported with her demon lovers. Y'all think this is new? This came before me. It came before Andrew. It came before Kevin. It came before Angry Man. We've been dealing with this in the world for a long time. Listen to this. I'll read it again. For every mirror is a gateway to the other world and leads directly to Lilith's cave. That is the cave Lilith went to when she abandoned Adam in the Garden of Eden for all time. Divorce. The cave where she sported with her demon lovers. Woo! Is this heavy? It's heavy. A lot of women on dating apps, a lot of women on social media, they're sporting with their demon lovers. Doesn't mean they have to do anything physical with them. It's the emotional. It's the attention. It's the admiration.
And yo, that's what's up right there. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. To really round this off, that is the biz. That is the business. At the end of the day, it's foolish that, a lot of young men don't understand, and a lot of men, period, don't understand what's been going on this planet. See, that's the problem. Everybody has forsaken history. Oh, history's boring, and I ain't trying to, listen to no history. And I ain't trying to read or research no history or none of that. Listen, man, you can't live on a planet to where you gonna sit there and think, you know something that you think that you don't. Because you don't. It's ridiculous. Listen, people. When you sit here and you disregard history, you disregard everything that's a meaning for life. The foundation has already been set. You people don't understand that you can't change the game. The game is already in play. It's been in play for thousands of years. The game is already in play. Certain things may change around us as human beings, but human beings are DNA wired to a certain core. It's a certain structure we supposed to be aiming this thing. It's like a plane in the sky. You cannot fly a plane in the sky without proper directions. It don't work that way. You can't navigate properly without direction. And that's what we seem to have forgotten in today's society, is proper direction, especially amongst us as people. But this is what it is right here, though. Shout out to CGA, Coach Greg Adams, real talk, breaking that the situation down about Lilith. It's 10 toes down, real talk. Ain't no way around this. But yeah, that's what it is. It is what it is. This been your correspondent, Alan Taylor, and that, my friends, is the bottom line.